Hello people, my name is Rage and welcome to my first impressions of Nosgoth, a third-person competitive player versus player focused game centered around vampires versus humans, which granted is not a terribly original context, but this game does have a lot going for it and is surprisingly good fun and exhilarating to play. So what I'm going to do is jump straight into the action, show you guys how the core gameplay functions, show you what you're going to be spending most of your time doing, and then we'll go over the nitty-gritty of the menu systems and the progressions, etc, etc. Now this is first impressions, so obviously I've not played for ages, but I do have a pretty good idea of what's going on, so without further ado, I will see you guys in game. Here we are in game, ladies and gentlemen, in Deathmatch, by far the most common mode you will be seeing, and what you'll be spending most of your time doing. Each Deathmatch is 4 versus 4, and everyone takes a turn being the vampires, then everyone takes a turn being the humans, and whoever does collectively best is the ultimate winner of everything. I am currently starting on vampires and playing as one of the 2 default classes that you start with. Both factions have 4 classes currently in game, with more on the way, and you have to unlock the more advanced of the 2 via leveling up, or via in-game currency, or via paid currency. So there's actually a fair amount of ways to unlock stuff. So as you can see from what I've been doing, the vampires are quite parkoury. You can jump about the place, leap everywhere, and get good vantage points, which is almost required because while the vampires are physically stronger, the humans have the range, the technology, and are quite tricky. Now I'm playing as the Reaver, whose main attack is this pounce, which you hold down the right click, get ready, start growling, and then boom! You arrive at a human and start clawing their face off, and it is so satisfying, and you have the choice of executing or dragging away, and of course you heal up from executing. The Reaver's other default moves are a smoke bomb of sorts, you have your left click attack, which everyone does have, and then you have this, which dodges every incoming projectile at the cost of you being able to attack. Now what's really cool is every class has various amounts of upgrades and side grades to their weapons. So for example, my pounce could be an entirely different move if I've unlocked more moves for this class, and you get more moves by simply playing the class a lot or paying to unlock them with both forms of currency. So that's as much as I'll refer to the outside of the game for now, and we'll focus on how the actual game plays. As you can see, it's quite hectic. The humans have to use the small spaces, the buildings, hide around the map, and ganging up and surprising vampires and killing them quickly, whereas the vampires have the mobility and they don't really need to work in a tight-knit team from what I can see. The humans tend to flock together and fight efficiently, complementing each other. The vampires tend to be lone wolves who are just out to get as many kills for themselves as possible, while just technically being on the same side, which I really like because that's how it would be. Vampires generally are not depicted as being the most cooperative of races, they kind of just want to fuck shit up. Now, I don't have to actually use this pounce as an attack. What I can do is just use it as awesome traveling. Now, does that not just look incredible? And let me tell you, using the pounce is just so much fun to do. Alright, I am being damaged a lot here, so I'm going to put my dodge all projectiles on and get the hell out of here. There we go, lovely. So yes, this game is incredibly exhilarating. From what I've seen, it's a little bit more fun to be a vampire, but for example, if you were in a group of friends in a call and you were all humans and you were coordinating, I can see that being an absolute blast to beat a random teams of vampire with really cool strategy. Now, the parkour that I have been doing is not as freeform as maybe it looks. It's quite rigid in what you can do, and it's basically walk at something and hold the parkour button, which is shift, and if you can parkour it, you will. It's really not free-flowy like it is in, for example, Assassin's Creed. You just have to kind of go in straight lines while parkouring, and there also isn't a jump button. You just jump if you can when you get to the edge of things. You can dodge roll as both humans and vampires, which does exactly what it says on the tin. Seriously, the pounce is just so much freaking fun. It is unbelievable. Right, I'm going to throw my grenade in here to give myself some cover while I start trying to no, I got them. Now, that killed me is the Alchemist, which obviously has a lot of cool fiery lighty effects, like a literal light bomb that they can throw at the vampires. It really is cool. The other basic vampire class is a more like brute type character who can charge, slam the ground, is a lot more tanky, and generally they're good at disrupting human formations and getting right in there, whereas the Reaver is really good at picking humans off. There's also a vampire variant which has wings, which again is like a more fragile but more adept and focused human picker-offer. And then finally there's a deceiver vampire, which is all about mind games and getting all into the humans without them realizing, but is really quite frail. And then on the human side, the other two classes that you don't start with is an archer type high DPS fragile assassin dude, and then a sort of cultist magic dual-wielding pistol guy. And with more classes on the way, I'm really impressed with the variety. They all do feel unique, they have their own flavors, and they are quite fun to play as. So let me see if I can't find a human to pounce on. One of our vampire friends just died over there. In fact, two of them just died over there. I'm gonna go to that roof over here and see what I can see. Might just preemptively... Whoops, wrong place. Meant to do that on the thing. So the alchemist can do this firewall, which is obviously quite irritating for vampires, given that vampires don't mix well with fire. But sneaking up on a human tends to result in them dying, because they are very squishy. But I do need to escape with my evasion move here. And then I'm going to go into pounce mode once it's finished, and see if I can't go back in and finish off a different human. Okay, they have all run away, so I'm going to execute this person for a nice bit of health boost. Yes, look at that. I just, really guys, I cannot exaggerate enough how just, it is to play this game. That, is my this is fun noise, exhilarating type feel. You know what I'm saying. You know when you're playing a game and you pull off a move or a combo, and even if you're playing by yourself, you just audibly go, ha! Yes! This game gives you that in spades. It really does. Now, it does sound like I'm painting a pretty rosy picture, and honestly, there's not much to complain about. This is a closed beta, and already it has a lot going for it, and more will be added. And obviously, I have to say, everything you are seeing is not necessarily representative of the final product, but I think we are pretty close here. And while the parkour is very limited, like, for example, as I was saying, I can't just suddenly go left, I just have to go in straight line parkour, it is certainly viable, and the vampires might be a little bit overpowered if they could do anything that they wanted. Just pouncing and connecting with a human and then ripping their face off, it's just satisfying. There's no other word for it. Okay, let's see if we can't do it again. I see you. Hello. Hi, how are you? Meet Claus. Claus, meet Lady. Lady lost. Lady lost, guys. Although I am being bombed by the other alchemist, but I will go kill her with the aid of my vampire brethren. Although I am, yeah, there we go, I got caught there, behind a firewall and being bombed. Now, the enemy team is all alchemists, which I don't know whether that's their strategy that they're going with, or they all just happen to pick the alchemists. In fact, our team is all reavers, so I can't really complain. 2 minutes left, and it is very close, 15 to 13 in favor of the vampires. We need to make sure we don't give them too many kills at this point. And there are a lot of maps in the game as well. So far I've seen 4 of them, and again more will be added, and they're all around this size and complexity. I kind of like the more jungly one that's like a port town, I think, the most, but they all are quite fun to be around, and definitely with enough little nooks and crannies and shortcuts that learning the maps is actually quite necessary. Hey, how are you? I ripped your face off! It was really good fun! And now, I want to suck your blood! You get a little bit of bonus for every Dracula reference that you make while playing with this game. So you see what I mean? While the concept of humans versus vampires is certainly not unique, the way this game approaches it makes for a really thrilling, really quite unique experience. And there we go. And from what I can see as well, the two sides are balanced quite well. I've not seen a game with a lot of mixed classes, to be fair, but so far I've never been like, oh, that is bullshit, why can that person do that on either side of the faction? So I am pretty happy with that. And in terms of visuals, I mean, you can see for yourselves, the game is not going to win any awards for its graphics, but it is certainly just serviceable. In fact, it's better than serviceable. It is nice to look at. It's a fast-paced game. You're not going to be stopping and admiring the scenery, and everything does look good as you go flying past it as a vampire, and that's what important it is. That's what important it is? That's a good sentence, isn't it? Just generally fantastic. Ah, slightly missed, but I got a bonus human. Hey, how are you doing? See, the one thing as a human is you really, really just can't go toe-to-toe with a vampire without being very good. The skills cap for the humans is very, very high. I mean, it is high for the vampires as well, but the humans do need to be a little bit better on their toes. As you will see, I've been doing quite well as a vampire, 8 to 2, and I've not played this game that much, but when we switch to humans in a minute, minute, you're going to see me do just a little bit worse, I imagine. So be prepared for that. Be prepared! Nosgoth, this is not your game, but I'm a vampire! No! I don't know why I felt the need to have an imaginary conversation with someone from an animated film there, but I did, so don't question it. No, I'm on my way! Ah, I want to get involved in the last kill, 1 second. Ah! Oh, well, this is awkward. This is very awkward. So, round 1, 21 to 17. And as you can see, we'll go to round 2. And whatever the total kills are by the end of that will determine who is winner. Now, there is only 3 opponents that we're facing, so obviously we're going to do a little bit well there. So now here we are on the humans. Now you can be the hunter or the alchemist. I'm going to give the hunter a go just because you saw a lot of alchemist as I was playing as a vampire, and the hunters are really cool. They're almost like knights but with these cool masks, and obviously a crossbow is one hell of a vampire slaying weapon. You do feel a lot more grounded and kind of prey-like as a human, but you've also got to be like, oh, stand up for the rebellion, yeah! Because the whole premise of this game is the humans are rebelling against the Nosgoth Vampirian overlords. Is that a blood fountain? So, the hunter, he's got a rapid-fire crossbow, which does not that much damage, but obviously it's very fast-firing. He's got bowlers, which CC a vampire for a while, and then finally, boom! A lovely explosive shot. Now, as you can see, we can't do that much climbing as a human, but we can get in places really easily, and we can sprint, which is something the vampires can't really do for some reason. Well, I guess balanced reasons, but it kind of doesn't make sense the vampires can't really sprint. Now, I'm being pretty silly here, because I'm trying to run away from my fellow humans, which isn't something you should be doing. As I said, the humans' strength comes from their ability to work together and their complementing skills. Obviously, you have to reload weapons as a human, which you don't have to do for claws, because that'd be a little bit weird to rip blunt claws off and attach new ones on the fly. That would make you look quite badass and is probably quite scary. Also asserts a lot of dominance, and if there's one thing I've always said in games, you have to assert dominance. Alright, so there's a vampire over there. I'm going to see if I can lone wolf this a bit. I, as a player, am much more suited to vampires than humans because I'm just kind of better as a lone wolf. Boom, 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 boom! Lovely, absolutely lovely. So you just gotta predict the movements and act accordingly and try not to get into a really close fight. You can, of course, zoom in, get better accuracy, but I don't tend to use that a lot. Alright, how are we doing? Where are you? Oh, I've got the only kill in our team. Nice. Sweet. Okay. I will show you the other moves that the classes can learn once we get to the menu after this game. I just want to keep you focused. I want to keep you focused. You better be focused. I'm looking at you, Frank. If you're not focused, we're going to have problems, and you don't want problems with me because I'm a vampire. I mean, no. I'm a human. Totally. Totally a human. Hello, fellow hunter. How are you doing? Okay, where are you, vampires? Where are you? See, this is where having the bow class comes in handy, because they are good at finding the vampires, as they are the scouty class, whereas now we're just kind of waiting to be attacked. Okay. You gotta be somewhere. You gotta be somewhere over the rainbow. Somewhere that we know. That's the flying variety. Oh, he's good. He can swoop down and pick up a human and drop you from very large heights, which of course does not do wonders for your overall health. Boom, 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 boom! Oh, get back down here. Get back down here and face my fury. Preemptively reloading when you do get the opportunity to is, of course, sensible, but as you can see, vampires are very good at evading humans if they choose to do so. Backing them into the corner is imperative. Talking of this guy, I'm going to find my explosives over there, and I got a kill. Just generally help with battles that are going on makes sense. So if I can jump down there once again, and hopefully finish off the other vampire with my bowlers. Don't think I'm going to get that opportunity, but I did at least help turn that fight around for the rest of my human friends. Now, where are you? These stations are simply for refilling on everything. If you're humans, vampires can't really do anything with them. They're just mainly utility more than anything, just so you can't completely be out of ammo. Now, that vampire did a very, very not sensible thing, which is stand in the face of multiple humans shooting at them. You will get shredded like that. Now, where is everything? Animation quality-wise is very good, and the controls themselves feel really smooth. Everything just works. The animations flow into each other. You're never feeling like, come on, come on, come on, with the buttons, or I didn't just press that, what the hell? And it all looks rather good. So I'm impressed with the general fluidity of the game, and that is imperative for a competitive multiplayer game. So it is very good that they have nailed that. Hello, you. Hi. Did I get him with the explosives? I got him on the fringes of one explosion. So I am going to go around here. A bomb was just dropped there by a Reaver, but he's not going to go in it. I might try and bait him by volunteering my life, but no, he's not taking it. He's up there. There we go, there we go. Boom, boom, boom! Damn, just didn't get him. Just didn't get him. I'm going to take this opportunity to reload once again. He is up there on that roof. So you see what it's like being a human. It's an entirely different experience, and that's why this game is really neat. So I'm going to throw my bowlers down there. I did miss, and then I'm going to use this opportunity to get a load of explosives on those of the vampires, and down he goes. So yeah, as the humans, you really are tightly packed, working together. You do feel like prey, but with the ability to fight back, and that's very important, that it does give you these lots and lots of different playstyles to experience in each game. It's really, really neat, especially having to play as both sides in each deathmatch. That also alleviates a lot of the problems that arise when people are like, oh, I got vampires, well, I've won. Getting humans is an instant loss because vampires are just better. There's always that opportunity to prove that you win because of your skill, because you have to play as both factions in every game, which is really cool. There's also a game mode called Siege, which I've not been able to play, but it does sound like it might be quite good. And that's what happens if you bunch up next to a human as a vampire. You get destroyed by the AoE explosives. So I'm doing pretty well, ironically, as a human, after I said I'd suck, but 5-0, I'm pretty happy with that. The game isn't terribly difficult, especially if you're competent at FPS-type action games. I mean, if you're good at Smite, you'll be good at this. If you're good at general FPSs, you'll be good at this. Just common sense, you know, try not to let that happen to you. I kind of walked into that pounce there. That wasn't very sensible of me at all. Irony, again, rearing its ugly head. But yeah, it just requires a little bit of brains, and you can play quite well. The game does make you be in a noob queue until you pass level 10, just so it forces you to get used to the game, which I think is a good thing. I think maybe level 10's too high, because it does take a while to level up, but I do like that they are forcing a sort of learning experience on newer players, because it is frustrating to lose a game like this to people who are just feeding the enemy, because, you know, you never want fed vampires. That's kind of the opposite of what you're trying to do with them. Okay, so he's run generally in this direction. You've always got to be aware that vampires will most likely be on the highest point on any given map, especially the Reavers, because it's the best pouncing location. So you've always got to keep your eye generally on those areas. So I am going to drop down over here. Okay, I just got him with bowlers as he pounced towards me. If I get down here, no, he just got me. He just got me. Okay, there we go. Let me use my explosions. I should be able to get a nice amount of damage on him. Back up a little bit. Don't get in there melee. It's obviously very powerful, as you saw when I was playing as one. And go, go. See, this moment here, I'm in this smoke bomb. It's all epic. I have no idea where he is. I'm just running. It's just glorious. It's so, so exhilarating. Playing this game with a group of friends is absolutely just a brilliant experience, I imagine. It's like, oh no, he got me, pounced me, save me, like I just did with that guy there. It honestly does feel like Left 4 Dead if the zombies were vampires and also controlled by people. I guess that's a fairly close way of comparing it, though to be fair, not that much. I guess more Smite, maybe, with less moves and more competitive focused, but honestly it's good that I really can't find an easy comparison, because this game is rather unique apart from its context, and I do love the style that they've got going on. I mean, just the mask that I'm wearing gives you an idea of the kind of feel of the world of Nosgoth. Okay, the only thing I don't like is not being able to go into buildings like these towers. I feel like the humans should be able to go upstairs to get to the vampire perch, because that just seems more fun, but it's not really a big deal. I'm going to throw my bowlers over there, just try and pot shot him. That charge that just walked past us was the big brute guy. He can go into a raging sprint mode, you can't stop him, and he completely clobbers everyone he goes past. It's quite scary to face down one of these guys. Look at him. But he, of course, is going to die, because I don't know what he thinks he's doing standing in front of 4 of us. I'm going to try and CC that guy. I don't think it's going to happen for me. I'm just going to try and get the hell out of here. But at this point, when we're routed like this, yep, it's very difficult to get away. And become becomes quite the scary experience. Though, as you're seeing, I guess there is only 3 vampires, so it's not the best example, but the humans are winning, so it is entirely possible to win as the humans. And we're not exactly working together that well, we're just kind of doing stuff. Oh, hello. Boom, 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 boom! Ah, that was epic. Come back here, vampires. We've got presents for you in the form of run! Run! Okay, okay. Yeah, I see you. I see you, vampire. Shaking that claw. Shaking that claw. Please stop shaking that claw. That's disgusting. Alright, so they should be coming from this direction. Let me bowler you before you can get that charge off. And then point blank explosion you. Seems good. And no, you are not getting away, vampire. I will not let you. You will not be that guy. You can climb up there all you want. As soon as that wears off, you are my prey. Which is ironic, really, because I'm your prey. Where have you gone? Where have you gone, you little bastard? Damn. Oh! Did I get him? Oh, no, just got a few. There he... Ah, this is awesome! I'm hunting down a vampire, although he doesn't really realise he's being hunted down, so I don't think it really counts. Oh, no, that's awkward. I need to get the bowlers on him. Point blank explosions is the only thing that's going to even slightly save me. And no, in a 1v1, a vampire will generally beat you, which is something I often forget when playing a human. Damn, I am trying my best, but 7-3. We're getting there. The vampires are catching up a little bit, but 10 seconds remaining. We should have it now. They should just be going for an all-out charge on us, trying to get a few kills, but I don't think it's going to happen. Raise your explosives to the sky! We have done it. We won 37-29. Awesome. So that is how the main Nosgoth mode works in a nutshell. So we're going to go back to the main menu. I'm going to let you la 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 la. My words are just beautiful, aren't they? So a general match, as you can see, about 100 gold-ish if you do okay, which seems like a low amount, but it's about maybe 300 gold for a new item, so every 3 matches a new item, and that's pretty reasonable. You can, of course, just stay in the lobby and keep playing, but for now, I'm going to head to the armory and show you what's up. So, the class I was playing, there's various weapons you can unlock. They all have different stats, for example, slower firing, higher damage. I'm not going to go over them in this video. If people like this game, I'm going to do specific videos for each character, for general layouts and things, because I really do like this game, and I can see myself doing more videos on it. So let me know if you would like that, either via commenting, via liking, etc, etc. And yes, there's various bows. The bowlers, you can obviously go to poison, and then the whip, which is really cool, because it's just... Bitch, get lost! And see, I can afford a new move at the moment. But if I go back to the armory, we've got the alchemist, who can go to a light bomb, various other types of walls, of course, weapons. There are skins in the game for every character, so you can get your uniqueness on. The scout, there he is, and the prophet. Now, you can unlock with the in-game currency, which is the blue stuff, or you can unlock with an artifact cube, which you get every X amount of levels. So you can get classes fairly quickly. Then you've got the deceiver, the sentinel, which I have not unlocked, the tyrant, which was the big dude, and finally the prophet, the dual pistol guy. So they're the classes. They all do have their own unique feel. You've got your inventory, which is everything that you currently own. I imagine there will be a trading system because everything is its own thing. That does make sense, which will add a better dynamic to the game. And then that's really your progression system. Level up, earn currency, get better. You can also specifically level up each class, and every 5 levels on a class, you get a bonus chest full of stuff for that class. So I definitely suggest picking what you like and sticking with it when you first start this game. So there you go, everybody. That is Nosgoth. My first impressions, really liking it. It's a really cool experience, and I think this game definitely has potential. Please remember to like if you've enjoyed this. It really does help me out, and I do appreciate it. And subscribe for more. And goodbye. You've been watching